Welcome back to the Anthony Spade channel. Before we get started, I would not be talking about all women, even though it feels like it. And if it feels like I'm talking about you, you need to check yourself, because words only hurt whenever they're true. And it's the same for guys. If you're looking for the music to the intro and you want the link to the second channel, both are below in the description. But can you do me a favor and go to my Instagram and subscribe to me right now and share this video? All right, guys, today is still a 360 video. So if you're on your cell phone, use your finger to move the screen around and you can see everything that I see around me. And if you're on your desktop, use your mouse to move the screen around so you can see everything in 360. That means that whatever I see on the other side of the camera, you get to see as well. You can turn the camera around yourself. Today, we're going to be talking about why a man would rather be alone than to be in a relationship with a woman in 2022. All right, this is a subject that we talk about, but I gotta always give you guys these reminders just in case you start slipping, because a lot of you guys out here, you slip and then you start sending me emails asking for advice because you slipped. Anthony, I've been watching you for a couple years. I thought I had it. What happened is I went out with this girl and I found myself talking too much. I found myself doing this. I found myself doing that. So every now and then I got to drop these type of videos to remind you why you need to be single and stay single and not get out here chasing the cat. The biggest problem that a lot of guys have nowadays is his desires. He cannot control his desires. Once you master your desires, typically that's when you actually master the art of women. Not all of it, but for the most part, you'll always be able to put yourself in a position to where you win. Not too many guys in their 30s actually lose when it comes to dating. You have more guys in their teens and early 20s that actually go through the most problems because you're trying to figure yourself out and you're trying to figure out the world. So all my guys that's between the ages of 18 and 30, whatever you're going through with a woman, trust me, everybody in the world has went through that. Do not take it personal. I went through it. Other people have went through it. Everybody goes through it. What matters is how fast you get over it. All right. So today is going to be a reminder video why you'd rather be alone than to be with the modern women in 2022. Let's get to it. First, you have to realize, in most cases, not all, nobody is dating for fun. All right? Everybody is always dating for the end result to possibly be a relationship, be in love, get the marriage, get all of that. So you have to stop and think about it. Nobody is ever dating for fun. The only reason why a lot of people nowadays are dating for fun is because they have different standards. People start to develop different standards and start to like people for different reasons. That's what the internet has done. The internet has made people, especially women, feel like that there's infinity people out there that want them and that they have infinity options, that if one don't work out, there's always another one there to actually replace them. To a woman can do it a lot more than a man. But in the world that we live in now, most alpha males can do it immediately because women have been overdosed on blue pill beta males. And believe it or not, it's so many of them now that an alpha male stands out like a sore thumb. And women would actually rather share an alpha male with another woman than to actually have her for himself so she could just have a pet beta male on the side to continue to give her the compliments, give her all the confidence that she needs in order to feel like she can sustain a relationship with an alpha male. So that's one of the things that has actually changed the dating dynamic. Nobody is dating, everybody dating for fun. Everybody wants the end result to be love, but being that people have so many options and they have so many standards in their options, it makes it hard for people to date. Not just women, men as well. Next, your time is valuable. It's more valuable than you think. You don't understand that till you get over a breakup. See, when you're going through a breakup and the pain is leaving the body and you're going through the phases where you're crying, you're confused, you're watching these videos, you know what? All of that is consuming your time. And by the time you get over the relationship and you stop and look back at the time that you spent sobbing over the relationship, you realize that it was a waste of your life. Look how much time it took. Some guys can get over a woman in 2 weeks. Some guys can get over a woman in a month. But a lot of you have not gotten over a girl at all that hurt you. A lot of you guys have never, you don't even know how close you are to getting over it, and you're just still at the edge where you're still stuck in this loop of bitterness that keeps going through your body, and you're asking yourself, like, how do I break that bitterness? A lot of you guys are stuck there, and what you have done, you've wasted a lot of your time in life. One thing that we're learning about life is that life is extremely short, and life could change at any given moment, and it won't even be here. What a lot of you guys have done is you have wasted your time thinking about women, trying to learn everything about women, and thinking about the girl that hurt you. So when you get over that relationship, you're gonna look back and say, damn, man, I can't believe I wasted my time doing that when I could have been doing this the whole time. That's what it's like when you're on your purpose. When you're on your purpose, you start to think about that. You start to say, like, man, should I go get the money, or should I sit on the phone and argue with her about some stupid stuff? Or she asking me this while she's sitting at home doing nothing but sitting in the bed or in the couch or in the car with her friend. But when you're on your purpose, you're thinking about your purpose 24 hours, 7 days a week. So you'll understand that thinking about what a woman's doing and what you and her have been through is wasting your life. It's wasting all your precious time away. And you start to value your time more when you're single, especially when your imagination starts going off. Once your imagination starts going off, I'm telling you, it would be hard for a woman to distract you. That's why I tell a lot of you guys, get into something other than video games. Get into cars, get into artwork, get into something that distracts you from the rest of the world, because a woman is gonna always love drama. She's gonna always love complexity because it gives her attention. At the same time, those things are very moody. When it comes to moody things, women love moody things because that's where they excel at. If a woman is able to make a man emotional, she can conquer him. That's how women conquer you. Like one guy said, Anthony, you said that women are stronger emotionally than a man. Ha ha ha, I disagree. Sorry, homeboy. A woman can handle depression way more than a man. That's why the silent you are with a woman, the more power you have with her. The more you talk and argue and debate and go back and forth, the more she wins because she draws anger out of you. You have to understand, with women, you have to stand stern with emotions. Once you become emotional with a woman, she will conquer you. Next, men become experts at spotting out the bad woman. That's one of the things that keep you single right there, is when you start learning red flags, you start learning all the signs of a woman, you start learning exactly what a slut traits are, you start learning what the good girl traits are. When you start learning these things, you're gonna be the master at spotting out the wrong woman from a mile away. And when you stop and look around, you're gonna start to notice, like, dang, at least 60% of these women out here are bad women based on the red flag signals that I'm getting. That's what we're here for. We're here to teach you about those red flag signals. So the more you learn these red flag signals and the more you go out in the real world and you start to actually look at these red flag signals, the longer you're going to stay single, because you know that it's a small pick of the litter whenever it comes to the actual girl that you can be with. So that's one of the reasons why guys are just staying single, is due to the fact that all the red flags that are out there are setting off all these alarms. And you're like, nah, man, they ain't even getting ready to do it. It's a small pick of the litter, and the good girls are normally taken. The same way that when women be like, oh, the guys are bad and all the good guys are taken. It's the same way the other way around, because guys have picked up the sensitivity and men and women have picked up the dominancy. Next, relationships don't equal happiness. All right? you'll start to notice the more you learn about the human brain and relationships, that a lot of people that are in relationships are miserable. They're stuck there because they don't know what to do by themselves. They don't even know why they're in the relationship. They just know, I don't want to be alone, so I'm going to make this bad relationship work because I'd rather suffer being next to somebody else than to suffer being by myself. Once a man learns to use his imagination, then he's happier by himself because he's unlocked the shackles around his brain whenever he was actually in a relationship. So I want you guys to understand this. When it comes to a man being alone, that's where your superpower is at. But I'm not actually telling you, be alone, don't date, don't see women, women are bad. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is, learn to utilize a bad woman for good sex. That's it. When you learn to utilize a bad woman for good sex, you don't need to call her a slut or a whore. She becomes your homegirl. Whenever you need your balls licked and it's been like that month where you're just like, man, I just want some freaky shit. That's where your slutty girls come in at. The problem is too many guys try to wife up these slutty girls because you think she's acting like that because of the guys that she's been around. No, you can't turn a bad girl good. When a good girl going bad, she's gone forever. And that's real talk. You got to understand this, and I really want you guys to pay attention to this part when it comes to a woman. If there's no father in her house and she grew up without a father, she's no good for no man. She's going to be good for sex. After that, nothing. She'll be good for a good laugh. After that, nothing. You need somebody to be the life of the party? Go hang out with the girl who grew up without her dad. She's always got something going on. She's always got some drama. You got to learn not to be the guy that's getting caught in that. That's a good booty call. They're good. Like with me, I call them up for good booty calls. Sit up, smoke a joint, talk shit, listen to all the bullshit she done went through. Then it's like, yo, you got to go. I got to get up and start filming. I got shit I got to do tomorrow morning. I don't be trying to wife them up. I treat it for what it is. I don't call them sluts. I call them homegirls. So learn to utilize bad women for your benefits in the bed, and then outside of that, get rid of them. You got to learn to look at it that way, and life will be a lot easier. This is Anthony Spade. Comment, like, subscribe to both of my channels, and subscribe to my Instagram. Hasta la vista.